So I've been looking forward to picking this up, the 4 officers pack. I know we have Mahdi in there. I think there's supposed to be a Captain Piet. So we get the correct name or rank badge on him from Empire Strikes Back. And 2 other officers. I think they're more nameless. I don't know. But let's go ahead and open this up and check it out. So first up, we got Captain Piet here. Notice their rank badge is now different from the Admiral badge, which was from Return of the Jedi, which is still not actually an Admiral badge because all the officers in Jedi wore the same badge. But he does come with, it's almost the exact same as what we got before, but now he's got that Captain's badge. He does have his hat. Does come with a pistol here that we never saw him use. Getting lots of great use out of this mold. You know, we first started with the Admiral Piet, then we got Moff Gerard. Now we got the 4-pack, and we know we've got, Director Krennic coming, and I'm sure plenty more. Hasbro's really utilizing this mold and doing well with it. So next we have Admiral Motti, which we haven't had a new Motti since, Power of the Jedi, which was a cool figure. It had it so his hand was up, you know, to tug at his collar like he was being choked. Can almost get that here. His arm does not bend in enough for him to kind of reach up to his collar, which is unfortunate. But it's good to get a new Mahdi. I know I met the actor a number of years ago. Really nice guy. I met Piet as well. But, of course, the guy who played Mahdi has actually passed away since then. But I met a lot of Imperial officers, and they've all been great people. Isn't that interesting? But again, we're using this officer mold again. You can see his rank badge, and, you know, it's a pretty nice head sculpt. I almost wasn't sure if it was Mahdi. I was like, oh, with that receding hairline, it definitely looks like it should be Mahdi. But there we go. We got a new Admiral Mahdi, our first one, new real sculpt of Mahdi in 20 years. So next we have this guy. I don't think he represents anybody specifically from the films. He's just a generic officer to fill our ranks. Notice he's got the badge that we have from Return of the Jedi. He does have a holster, which we didn't have on the previous officers, so we can actually take his little pistol and give it to him. Be interesting. I'm sure this is going to be used for a few guys coming up, because pretty sure, doesn't Krennic have a holster? So I could see that happening. Seems like he has a little too much eye makeup, or maybe he's a little bruised. I don't know. It's just the paint job they did on the face. It just seems like a bit much. But, I mean, it's cool to get extra officers that we don't have, and you can fill in your ranks of officers, or, you know, Death Star, Endor, whatever you want, with more officers. Kind of weird how that fits. It seems like it should fit in there better. I've tried with the scope sticking out, and it doesn't seem to go in as well. I don't know. It just seems to have more of the gun sticking out than you expect. He does come with a cap as well, so you can have him with his officer cap. If you notice, Mahdi didn't have a cap. Of course, he never wore a cap in the film. Now, he also does come with a Stormtrooper blaster here. I tried this to see if it would fit in the holster, and it didn't seem to fit in the holster, but we have a nice little extra Stormtrooper blaster. Our final officer gives us an ISB officer with his white tunic, which is pretty cool. Previously, we've only had an Admiral Yularen from the Death Star briefing box set as our only, well, I guess Director Krennic as well, as having anybody with the white tunics, so it's kind of cool to get another one that we can add in there. He has the holster as well, just like the last guy. Take a look at that face a little bit. I don't think this is supposed to represent anybody specific. If he is, let me know. I don't know. He also comes with the little pistol, the officer pistol. I don't know what we want to call it. We never see him use this. That fits kind of awkwardly in there. He does come with a Stormtrooper blaster as well, just like the last guy. And he comes with a cap, but of course his is a black cap. So kind of neat that we get some extra officer material here with specifically not specific people, so we can kind of fill out our armies and build those armies. Now, of course, if you buy these, you're going to end up with another Piet and another Mahdi, but I mean, you could have them turned around or whatever. They could still fill in as generic officers if you really wanted to. So I am confused. And if I look at this picture, you know, I see that we've got Mahdi and we've got Piet. But who's this guy? We didn't get this guy for sure. We didn't have any black guy there with a goatee. We didn't get this guy either. We don't have a white guy with a goatee. I guess the ISB, 2 of them did have gloves. So, okay, we do have a little bit of that. I mean, I know you can mix and match as much as you want, but I would say, yeah, none of them have facial hair, so this guy wasn't in there as well. So there's at least 3 here that we're seeing on the box that we didn't get. And it's like, so was there supposed to be more, or are they doing more? Every other box that we've gotten, it was you could see the mix and match of how to make what was on the outside of the box. But in this case, not so much. So I'm kind of curious to see if maybe there's going to be another officer set coming. In the end, I think it's a cool set. I'd like to see more officers. Previously, we've gotten a few officers over the year. That Death Star Brewing set I talked about earlier. Obviously, Mahdi and Jer Jarrod and shoot, the guys from Empire Strikes Back, whose names are all escaping me. For some reason, people are shouting their names at the I'm sure. But, I wouldn't mind seeing more of these ISB guys. I wouldn't mind seeing the bigger officer that was in charge of the damn thing in Andor. I think he'd be cool. Of course, it'd be a cool costume for me. I could totally pull that one off. But, it's a cool set. I do like getting all these different officers and being able to fill out my dioramas with a little bit more.